Hello, pleasant welcome to the Akun Park here in Takwa. It's match day 31 of the Ghana Premier League between the league leaders Asante, Kotoko and second place team Medeama. It's a top of the table clash, the biggest game on the Ghanaian football calendar for this weekend. Medeama coming to this game from a very positive outing against Great Olympics the last time in Accra. But for Asante Kotoko, they want to get back to winning ways. Kotoko have lost their last two Premier League games. The last defeat came in Kumasi against Brekum Chelsea. They are in Takwa, a venue, the last won a game back in the year 2014. Kotoko know too well that only 6 points separate them from Medeama. A win for them will keep their title aspirations very much alive. A win for Medeama will put pressure on the Porcupine Warriors, and that set the stage for an uncompromising battle here at the Akun Park. My name is Nana Dakwa JC, together with our stream teacher Philip, while your commentators for this afternoon's top liner in Takwa.
Nerves. And it's got to do with a team that is able to keep those nerves in check. Kotoko on top of the table, and they've been there for a very long time this season. But the question would be if they've got what it takes to hold. Because at the moment, they are not in the greatest of form. And it's Medeama who have found something within them in the last stretch of the games, and they are in second place, some 6 points behind them.
So, Abdul Rabiu has made two changes to the team that beat Great Olympics the last time round. Ebenezer Akabi and Michael Safa out for Justice Mensah and Jean Vital. There's a lineup in attack that has Mensah and Ansu leading the lines for Medeama.
Yeah, 3-5-2. It can be attacking, it can be defensive, depending upon where they have the ball. As the manager said in pre-game interview, they very much have five at the back to protect that back, and of course, they also have a lot of support when they back forward with those fullbacks. So they'll have to be athletic today. But they've got two players, Justice Mensah and Kofi Patrick Ansu, who will be on the shoulders of the inexperienced Kotoko backline.
That's the Kumasi Asante Kotoko lineup. Prosper Natelgu makes 4 changes to the team that lost to Chelsea and Kumasi. There's a rest out for Adumakun. He comes in alongside Boatin. Infege drops to the bench. Amankuna is injured. Maxwell Ajiman is starting in defense for Asante Kotoko, together with Andrews Apil. Ismail Abdul Ghani, the substantive captain, is still not fully yet recovered from the injury he sustained.
Yeah, and I don't think that is going to be a 4-4-2. I think for Kotoko, it's going to be a 4-3-3. I'm looking at maybe Mudasiru, Lamte, and Buedu playing the midfield 3, and then Boateng, Adumaku, and Etuga will be the front 3. But it's going to be an important day for Buedu because it's returned to Medeama, a club where he made his name. But more importantly for him, he's playing as a defensive midfielder right in front of Apil and Maxwell Ajimai. Not the most trusted centre-back partnership by Kotoko, so that defensive midfielder duty would be crucial to Kotoko today. But for Medeama, that back 3 need to be mobile.
Here we go. It's Medeama versus Kotoko in the Ghana Premier League, live from the Akun Park in Takwa. Here is Imoro Ibrahim.
Yeah, good reading of the game. Step up and deal with it.
And here Medeama go in search of the opening goal. Danlad Ibrahim didn't deal with it well, but Apil was...
Imoro is so high up the pitch, so he's not in the picture at all. And this time Mudasiru had to be tracking back. And if the ball goes across the turf here, yeah, maybe Danlad struggles to deal with it, but it's quite comfortable for him.
It's up to deliver. Imoro delivers, not good enough, but the clearance from Medeama gives Kotoko back possession. Here is Imoro. This time he does it better, and that's the connection from Samuel Boateng, but it goes out for it.
He made amends here, there. He was just very flat. The clearance as well was poor, but he made amends with this one. A delightful ball into the box, and Sam Boateng is getting there, but he's under a bit of pressure, so he can't quite.
Awusu watches ball. Good touch from Justice Mensah, but Apil comes in and reacts well. Now Lamte for Asante Kotoko. He's lost possession. Now here's Justice Mensah for Medeama. Wants to go with a drive on his left foot. Good idea.
And yeah, Lamte lost the ball, but once he turned, he realized that his strike partner Ansu was offside there. He couldn't have slipped him through.
Here is Owusu. Now Justice Mensah. The lad wouldn't be beaten. Here is Benjamin Abedu. Mensah. Abedu. Abedu sweeps in across. Danlad fails to make a convincing contact. But Imoro won't allow Darlington to go past him. Now Lamte wins the possession coolly for Kotoko, but he's given...
Yeah, that's the ball coming into the box. It's I'm not sure if Danlad gets anything on it. Yeah, I'm not sure he does. Darlington on the far side now has to be kept in check by Imoro.
Imoro Ibrahim delivers. That's the header, and that's the opening goal. The Porcupines are up by 1-0. In 23 minutes, it is Andrews Kojo Apeo who breaks the deadlock for the Porcupine Warriors at the Akun Park.
That's a big goal. Just listen to the place. They are away from home, but it's a massive goal for Kotoko. Imoro's ball into the far post. It's a really good corner kick by Apple. It's a towering header that is coming with his power up and above everybody in the box. That is a mighty header by him. What a tower, what a jump, what a climb, and what a header. Is the best.
Here is Owusu-Boakye, looks for support. Akwesi Donsu hands him. Now here is Justice Mensah. Mensah! On his left foot is missed from close range. That certainly could have been the equalizer.
Justice Mensah, always a competitor, fighting for every ball. Look at his hand. Right there into the face of Apil. Yeah, and the ball drops on his hand as well before dragging the shot. It's why you can see how the number of Kotoko players who run.
Boedu has lost possession. Ansu. Darlington. Over the bite goes, is a goal kick.
Yeah, again, they work it well. The Boedu is tracking his man there, so the middle is open. With Asiru has been tapped in, Lamptey is now rushing back. There's an opportunity to get a shot.
It is Darlington looking for space to drive. His effort is blocked. Nete clears it. It's Nete again with a big clearance. This time it's almost turning into a pass. Samuel Boateng sets up Mudasiru. It is Mudasiru. Here is a Tuga. Oh, what a goal! Amazing finish from a Tuga in Bella. His 20th goal of the season, and this one is special.
This is what champions are made of. This is championship stuff. This is what winners are made of. Out of nothing, they turned it into gold here in Takwa. Goodness gracious me. It's from just a hopeful clearance. It's no pass, but it actually turns out to give an opportunity to Sam Boateng to make something out of it. And it showed great strength, real body balance by the Mudasiru. What a brilliant ball down the channel. For the coolest man on the pitch, Etuga has got ice in his veins, rounds the goalkeeper, and is precise with the finishing. Picks the top corner with his weaker foot. 20 goals in a season, no fluke. Brilliant goal scorer, Etuga.
Up and the first half is over here at the Akun Park in Takwa.
And Lamptey is also going to be dropping into the middle of the park. There's going to be only one player up front with maybe Etuga up front. And
now Baba Musa to Kojo Asamoah. You expect him to cause a lot of problems for Kotoko with this introduction in the game. Goes for glory, straight to Ganlad.
Has a tough customer to deal with here. He's looking for a running behind Imoro. The run count, but he uses the run as a bait. Works a little angle for himself and gets the shot.
Jean Vital. Now Kojo Asamoah. Good ball looking for support from Donsu. Donsu! Ajiman stops it. Apil made a mess of it.
Fucking mess up by Apil there. I thought he did well here to make sure he's not committing himself into committing any foul. You know, Donsu's cross is coming in, but Ajiman is there to block it, and there, how he miskicked that.
He scored just once this season. He would fancy this one, Donsu. Trying to set up Owusu-Boakye. Kojo Asamoah! This shot took a deflection and Danlad has it well covered.
For sure, I just knew somebody had to be alert to be charged, and I'm not sure this part of it is part of the routine, even though it goes on to find Asamoah, whose effort is deflected and
Good play from Nete. It is Nete with Etuga. Nete's cross. That's some good defending from
attacking play by Kotoko between Nete and Etuga. The weight of the pass from Etuga to reverse the 1-2 into Nete was brilliant. Just pushing the ball into.
Here is Asamoah, Akabi, Musa, Asamoah. Again he goes for glory. This time it's feeble than the early.
If Medeama are going to be having the slam shots on the edge of the box and it's not in the box, so clear-cut opportunities. So far this game they've limited me.
Here is Etuga. Calm and composed to find Nete. Lamptey instead who sees Imoro, and Imoro does a cutback, but it goes straight to Mosi. Enterprising play from the porcupine. Beautiful turn from Etuga.
Yeah. Look at Lamptey there. He's waiting for the run of Imoro. He waits for the run, drags the ball to his right foot and puts the ball through the channel. So Etuga.
Donsu! Dunlad makes the save. And the rebound flies high and goes out.
He's taking just a little bounce right at the time Dunlad makes the save, but he's got himself in a good area to still apply the save.
Samuel Boateng committing the foul on Jean Vital. The free kick is taken. It's Kojo Asamoah now. Mensah. Poor effort. Kojo Asamoah wanted you'd have definitely been.
Striker's instinct. Once he takes the ball on the tie, and he begins to feel it's almost rolling his defender there. It's a great touch from him.
Abi now. Sabedu's cross. Good goalkeeping from Danlad Ibrahim. Akwesi Donsu was lurking.
Yeah, it's a good catch. Yeah, I'm surprised it's taking him a couple of seconds. The way he fell was awkward, appeared to be awkward for me. And I hope for his sake he's not injured. But that was a good ball into the far side looking for Donsu. Danlad's starting position is really good. Look at how he falls there. He just falls on that.
Here is Asma. Now Jean Vital. Theophilus Anoba. He beats Nete. Went for glory.
I think Nete causes his own problem here, because for a second I thought he had the time to deal with the ball. But once the ball bounces, an awkward one over his top bucket, then it's not completely easy.
Times from the days when Medeama were known as Kesben till date, from 2008 to now, Kotoko have won 11 times, Medeama have won just 4 times. Kojo Asamoah! Brilliant save, Danlad Ibrahim, and there's a clearance.
For Kojo Asamoah, and the ball is down the channel. He does well to get the ball past Imoro and it gets the shots away, but Danlad's positioning is good. He doesn't have to travel far to off your line. Make sure you're getting something on it. He got not only something, but plenty on the ball.
It's Kojo Asamoah. His effort goes out as a goal kick.
Range nowhere near the target from Medeama. It's been real. If you want to put Medeama's highlights of the game,
it is Kojo Asamoah. Lovely play from Kojo Asamoah. Sets up Baba Musa. Shot across. Eje Boache, and it flies out for a goal kick. It's over. It's over here at the Akun Park in Takwa. For the first time since 2014, the league leaders Asante Kotoko have recorded an emphatic win over Medeama Sporting Club. The club behind them on the league log goes from Andrews Kojo and Frank Imbela Etuga. Full time, Medeama 0, Asante Kotoko 2.